Hi everyone, welcome back to Having It Out. We're here with I think we're on episode 9 now.
I think today. Is it 9?
Yeah, we're on episode 9.
It was 8, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. How are you today, Brad?
I'm alright. I'm in a bit of pain from this fitness challenge that we've been doing, but...
Yeah, well, we'll get on to that. We're by ourselves today.
Yeah, Joe's not here, yeah. We've gone back into a third lockdown, haven't we?
Yes, yeah.
So it's... Well, shit.
It is shit, but it was expected, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, because obviously they were saying for every, 1 day of freedom, so to speak, It was like 5 days of lockdown.
Yeah.
So obviously everyone was just expecting for it to just be January, but now it's January, February, March, and probably a couple of days of April as well. Do you know what I mean?
Probably go on another 3 months after that. I reckon. I think we'll probably be in lockdown till June.
Well,
at this rate, with the way things are going.
Yeah. Well, they said that pubs and stuff won't open until like June, July anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, everything else is open, but you just can't really drink as it was last year as well.
The BBC posted today, I don't know if you'd seen it, they released an article I've seen on Facebook. It said there's a COVID patient getting taken into hospital every 30 seconds in the UK at the moment.
COVID patient?
Yeah.
Shit.
But again, you could argue the numbers aren't being tracked properly.
Well, that's it.
There's cancer patients dying and they're putting it down to COVID.
Yeah, because it's, what is it? In the last 28 days, if you've been tested positive for COVID and you die, they put it down as a COVID.
Yeah, but they've done that from the start. So
well, that's it.
The numbers probably aren't accurate, but we have got this second, what's the word? We've got the second form of the virus.
What, this new strain?
That's the word I was looking for, new strain. Yeah, we've got this new strain going around. And I think they're saying it's 70% more transmissible than the first strain. So it's a lot more deadly.
What? So obviously people are getting these these 2 vaccines, aren't they?
Yeah.
So are they, I can't get the words. Are these vaccines for the new strain, or is it just
couldn't tell you, mate. I could not tell you. Obviously, as far as I'm aware, the vaccine was invented before we found out about the second strain. So whether it works with the second strain is a completely
I mean, there's 3 vaccines, isn't there? Obviously, there's the Pfizer one, there's the Oxford one, and then there's one more, but I don't think I've ever heard about it, read about it, or whatever. But I know there's 3 out there. There's
definitely quite a few out there, but yeah, it is what it is at the moment. I don't think there's that we can do about it. Obviously, it's affected work. Your work is now shut, hasn't it?
Shut, yeah, until obviously end of lockdown.
So how's that been for you?
Boring, man. I don't do many shifts anyway.
Yeah.
But obviously, when I'm meant to be in work, I'm just finding myself not doing anything because I'm just used to being up in the morning, on way to work, doing work, and now I'm just sat at home. And it's like, I do that majority of the time anyway, but it's just an extra day where you should be out, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But your work's still open, isn't it? Yeah,
at the moment, but obviously, so where our work is doing at the moment, head office has told us that they want us all to take our holidays because obviously with this lockdown ending, supposed to be ending the end of March.
Yeah.
Come April, the financial year starts again, so I'll get all these holidays back. So basically all my holidays that I haven't used throughout this last year, which hasn't been many anyway due to COVID.
Well, yeah.
I have to take now. So I've got this next week off, and I've had like a few days off this week anyway, but my shifts have all been reduced. I'm doing about 3 or 4 hours per shift. This week I did 4 shifts, which is the most I've done all year.
You can't complain with 4 shifts though.
Well, no, but the only downside is I'm going into work, and I've said to you on a night, I'm there by myself from like 12:30 till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm not even making £100. You know, yesterday morning, on Friday morning?
Yeah.
When I went in, I was doing the opening shift from like quarter to 8 till 12:30 I was doing. I made more money from 8 o'clock till 12:30 than I did the entirety of the day before. And fair enough, I shut early the day before, but even still, I made more in that certain amount of hours than we did all day.
Made more in 4 hours than you did in the whole 9 hours of it being open.
But the thing is with my work, it's obviously different from yours in the sense of my work's part of a franchise.
Well, that's it. Your work does get busy and can get a lot of customers.
But there's not just one store. We've got 3 stores in the city centre they're all within 5 minutes walking distance from each other. And not only that, we've got one at the Vanguard Centre inside the Next, and you've also got one at Designer Outlet. So there's 5 cafes in York. And there's just no need for us all to be open.
Well, are they all open?
So
I'm assuming the outlet one isn't.
The outlet one wasn't. Obviously, the outlet opens back up next week because Alan's back at work next week.
I thought it's tomorrow, isn't it?
Oh yeah, tomorrow, of course. Yeah. We're on Sunday. So it opens back up tomorrow, so I imagine people will be back. But again, I just don't see the point. I get, keep Vanguard and keep Designer Outlet open, but there's no need for all 3 stores to be open in the city centre.
No.
Especially when our store makes more money than the other 2 stores combined, so they may as well close the other 2 and keep ours open. And if people really want ours that badly, bring them to our store. But again, COVID... Do they want to bring different staff into a different store? It's just...
Exactly.
It's all a bit difficult at the moment. But yeah, works. Obviously, you're shut permanently now, aren't you?
Yeah, well, until the end of lockdown.
Yeah, until the end of lockdown. Yeah. But again, will lockdown get extended?
Well, I don't think it will be because, what is it, when it... Like, a few days after it got put into place, I think one of the MPs or whatever came out and said that this will be the last lockdown.
Yeah, I said that before though.
I don't think I think they've said like, oh yeah, we're hoping this is the last one, but I think they've given a definitive answer and been like, this is the last one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I hope they stick to the word and I hope they don't extend it or...
My personal opinion, shut the borders. Contain it.
Well, they have done, haven't they? They shut it over there.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the day before or something.
They haven't fully done it though, have they? You can still get a flight somewhere.
No, they've shut every single travel corridor to any country. In and out, I believe.
Well, they should have done this months ago.
They should have done it in March last year.
Yeah, they should have done it straight away.
Yeah.
But again, it is what it is. So as long as we continue to just plod along, that's all we can do. But I think this year for everyone, it's going to be a massive sort of stunt on everyone's mental health. It really is.
I mean, if it didn't get you in the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, the second one was only a month, so it's kind of like you just took your holiday days. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, because this one's 3 months, well, pretty much 4.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's gotten stricter with the rules and that, so you can't go meet anybody outside or support bubbles. Or change. So it's like you can't see anybody.
No.
So it's like if you live alone, that's you alone for 4 months.
Yeah, I can't even go see my family. Even my own dad, wants me to stay away. My dad doesn't. He does care about. Obviously, he cares about what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
But he's he's more cautious of it now than he was at the start of it because it is getting worse.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen my family members in over a year, practically. Half of them. I've probably seen a couple of them 2-3 times over the last year. And even still, it's been going for a coffee.
Yeah.
Or just going for a walk. It's not actually been doing anything with them. But
yeah, but I mean, it's better than nothing, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, it is. But I'm just thankful, obviously, living with you and your mum, me and you being friends. I'm thankful that I have got a friend there I see on a daily basis. Otherwise, I'd go bloody stir crazy.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But we've been obviously keeping ourselves busy during the last sort of half month as such.
Well, since the start of January, should really say.
So during episode 8 of Having It Out, we announced we were starting a 30-day fitness challenge that so just to give a bit of context, Christmas Day, your mum gave us a sort of joint present.
Yeah.
For the podcast. She gave us a couple of games, which we also did last week in last week's podcast. If you haven't checked it out, I'd recommend checking it out. We did some Would You Rathers, and we played a game called What Came First.
Yeah.
It was really funny actually.
It's an interesting game.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting game. But yeah, going back to this fitness challenge, we got given a fitness challenge to do, didn't we?
We did.
So I'll probably, in the edit, I'll probably put it back on screen like I did in the previous podcast. But at the time of this recording, we are currently on day 17 doing this fitness challenge. How are you finding it?
It started off obviously difficult because obviously we haven't done anything in over a year. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, it was difficult.
We haven't done any exercise since school.
Well, yeah, that's it.
We're being realistic.
But I think the more that's not right. The more days we do, it seems to be getting easier, even though we're doing more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, a few days ago, obviously, I hurt my ankle. I don't really know what I've done to it, but I can't be doing the running, so I've started to cycle, haven't I? So
yeah, so
I'm doing some cardio at least.
So I was on the phone to my dad earlier, and I was telling him about, because obviously from day 2 we started running, so we've been running for like 16 days. We had a couple of days off this week due to weather conditions because it started snowing here in York.
And then it got really icy.
And it just became, it would have been a stupid idea to go out on a run. We was both already in pain and aching. And if we went out and fell over, we would have just been done for.
Yeah, 100%.
So the way I was explaining it to my dad yesterday is I said, obviously, I mentioned the fact that you've obviously, well, we've both got minor injuries, but you've hurt your ankle especially, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm struggling to walk.
Yeah, but you're practically part Terminator, aren't you, as well? You've got a lot.
Yeah, I've got some metal in me. In my knee, in my foot. Yeah.
From sports back in your day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll just quickly go through what we've been doing really. So every day from day one we've been doing, so just before I go into that, I should explain that it's effectively a 10-day challenge that repeats itself over 30 days.
But increases every 10 days.
So over the course of 10 days, you get one added thing put into your workout. So day 1 was push-ups. So we did that day 1. Day 2 was a run. We did push-ups and a run on day 2. Day 3 was burpees. So we did push-ups, run, burpees. And it gradually builds up like that. So, I mean, after 10 days, it goes from, let's say, 10 push-ups to 20 push-ups, 10 burpees, 20 burpees. There's a 30-second plank in there. I thought it'd go up to 45 seconds because tricep dips only goes up by 5 every 10 days.
Yeah.
I thought, it might go up 15 seconds. It doesn't. The plank doubled after 10 days. Well, after 15 days.
Yeah, 15 days.
For 15 days, it doubled. So there's a 60-second plank we're doing now. The running's been increased from 10 minutes to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So today, for example, we've got to do our workouts later. We've got to do, does that say 20 high knees?
Yeah, 20 high knees to be added. Well, not added, but instead of doing 10.
So in total, we'll be doing 20 push-ups, 20-minute run, 20 burpees, 20 squats, a plank for 60 seconds, 20 sit-ups, 20 high knees, 10 lunges, 10 box jumps, and 10 tricep dips. Have I missed anything?
That's all of them.
So, and obviously after this week, after today and then the following 3 days, it goes up again.
Yeah, so we'll be doing
30 of everything.
Yeah.
And a 90-second plank and a 30-minute run. Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, like you say,
it's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I mean,
but obviously it is called a fitness challenge, so.
I mean, it has been, like you said, it started off hard, it got easy, and then when the numbers started increasing, it got very hard again. But I think we're at that stage within this 10-day period where we're getting to that easy spot again.
Yeah.
And then once these next 3-4 days are up, it'll get hard again. It'll get easy middle way through.
Well, that's it. It's just the start of the 10 days when obviously everything just increases, and obviously fucking when burpees got introduced and get increased, that's the bit that kills you.
See, I was just about to ask you as well. I was about to say, what is the worst thing for you to do on there?
Burpees.
Is it burpees?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Because obviously it's an extra,
it's an extra push-up.
Extra 30 push-ups with 30 jumps.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
So by the very last day, we'll be doing 30 push-ups. Well, 60 push-ups, including the ones you do as part of the burpees.
Yeah.
It's like for me. I can probably at the moment do about 15 push-ups and I have to stop, do something else, go back and do 5. So I'm a bit all over the place, but we get it done within... I mean, how long would you say it takes us to do the sort of home workout stage before we go for the run?
No, about
15 minutes?
15, 20 minutes at push, yeah.
So if you think about it, we're really exercising for at least half an hour a day at the moment. At least. Between half an hour and an hour a day. Which is a lot when you think of it like that. But
I mean, we're going to... Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going to have to... space them out a little bit when it gets to the 30s.
Well, yeah, but that's understandable.
30 burpees going straight into 30 squats, going straight into 30... Do you know what I mean? It'll be fucking torture on your body and obviously your legs and...
Well, I think we can both... Well, I agree, burpees are the hardest part. Now, prior to starting this, I thought the hardest bit was going to be the running, because I think we both absolutely hate running.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak for you. For me, the running's the easy bit now. The running is the easiest bit, apart from the squats, out of all that, and the lunges. For me, the running is the easiest part of this entire challenge.
I mean, I haven't run for a few days, but I mean...
Yeah.
I feel like if I went on a run now, I'd die again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, when I did my last run... It was 20 minutes. So, I mean, we did it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, with a bit of pain, I did it. And it was all right.
And we've been posting our sort of progress on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, and your personal accounts, I believe.
Well, I've been doing my personal. Obviously, I haven't got access to your personal. I don't know if you've done it on your sort of end or not.
No, I haven't really touched any of it, really.
But yeah, on the posts, if you haven't already seen them, I suggest you check them out. Sometimes, like every sort of 5, maybe 10 days, we record some of the workouts and put them as part of the posts.
Yeah.
I think day 30 we had planned to maybe record a lot of it and put it into a sort of video, maybe as part of the podcast at the end of it.
Yeah. I mean, we can always do it, obviously, just see how it turns out and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know if you've read the posts, but on the post I basically say day whatever is complete, yada yada, and then I list the things we've done.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
And then below that I always put a little sort of mini paragraph about how we're feeling and how we've done it.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. Yeah.
I've been doing that on my personal. Sometimes I keep it the same, sometimes I change it, just make it a bit more personal to me.
Yeah.
You know, but again, I'd suggest checking out those posts. The tags are at having it out. It's hard. The challenge is hard, but let's talk about last night. So, like you said, your ankle's giving in. Your ankle's packed in.
Yeah, I can't.
I
struggled to walk, never mind run.
Yeah, well, we had 2 days off prior to that because of weather conditions, like we said.
Got back out last night.
Yeah, we got out last night and I did the running and you jumped on the bike and followed me.
Yeah.
I overdid it last night.
You did.
And now my ankle hurts. So, I mean, our average pace, when we was doing the running together, our average pace was around 9:20, 9:30.
I mean, I can get them up.
Yeah, do you want a quick... I think it was between 9 minutes and 9.5 minutes per mile we was running. So I was running at a very constant pace.
Yeah, it was between 9.5 and 10:15.
Yeah. What was that? Was our lowest 9.5?
Our lowest is on the first day 8:17.
Yeah. Well, this dickhead last night, being me, obviously we did our workouts at home, and I just said to you, well, while you're getting your bike out, I'll set off.
Yeah.
And I set off, and you caught up to me like 7 minutes later or something daft, and
yeah, you were further on than I expected, really.
Yeah. The thing is, when we're running together, I sort of go off your pace.
Yeah.
You set the pace and I just follow you and as such. But without you being there, my leg just went.
You can set your own pace. Yeah,
I set my own pace.
Yeah.
And obviously you followed me. you followed me last night. Which, I'll be honest, I'd have struggled a lot more having you if you wasn't there behind me.
Well, that's good.
Definitely, because it was like a bit of encouragement. Do you know what it reminded me of? Have you seen that film Run Fat Boy Run?
Yeah.
You know where he's on the scooter with the spatula? I felt like that was you. So last night, rather than doing 20 minutes, I timed 24:25, so I ran an extra 5 minutes. But in my head, I'm thinking I need to do a bit extra because we just had 2 days off.
Yeah.
In reality, that was a stupid idea. I ended up doing 2.85 miles or 2.86 miles. I think the average pace was 8:33. It was a minute quicker per mile.
It's a good pace, that.
It was a very good pace, but when I set off, I said to you, I'll just plan going through the cycle track on the field.
Yeah.
Literally around the corner.
And then you got to it, and then...
Well, I wasn't even there. I was halfway up the road, wasn't I? I was like, yeah, I could go longer. And as I got further down the road, I went, fuck it, I'm going to go even further.
Yeah, I'm going to go around this cycle track.
Yeah, and when I went around the second cycle track, that's when I started to feel it.
Yeah.
And the thing was with me, after the first few days of running, as you know, my shin started to kill, the top of my right shin.
Yeah.
Felt like it was like sticking out of my leg, it was paggering. So the first few days I was on deep heat.
Yeah, that's true.
To try and heal my leg. After that, it just magically disappeared. But last night was the first time it came back.
It came back.
Yeah. And I pushed it a bit too hard last night. Granted, we beat our personal best in time and stuff, but tonight I'll probably do a lesser run because my ankle, I feel like you today, my ankle's just packed in. It's not as bad as it was this morning, but...
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for pushing yourself and all that stuff, but I mean, when it comes to injuries and... do you know what I mean? It's difficult because when you do get injured, you are out for a fair whack of time.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't want to get injured, but then you do want to push yourself. So it's like trying to find the balance of staying fit and healthy, but also pushing yourself and your body to the actual... limits.
And I sat down last night and my body went into shock. Like I went numb, and I can't recall a time my body has gone into that sort of shock. I just went I couldn't think, I couldn't do anything. I was meant to get in the shower, and then I saw, because obviously we're still decorating the house and stuff, so there's bits all over.
Yeah.
And I was just sat there and thought, I have to move some stuff out of the way so I can get in the shower. And I sat there and thought, I can't.
Your body won't let you.
I couldn't. That's why I waited for you to come upstairs and ask for your help. I just could not. I could not lift anything, even the lightest thing. My body just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been. I've had so much fun with this challenge. I've really, really enjoyed it. And I've enjoyed pushing myself a lot.
Yeah, you just don't want to injure yourself.
No, and everyone who I spoke about this challenge to, and they're like, oh, how's it going? I'm like, oh yeah, my legs hurt from running. And they're like, you want to stop running? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, if your legs hurt and you keep running, it's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because obviously your legs get stressed, and then obviously the more you work it, the more stress they get, and that's when your knee pops out and you need surgery.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah. Speak for experience.
Yeah, so while we're on that, why don't you tell people if you're happy to, why don't you tell people what happened to your leg that fateful day?
I think I explained this one in the first one or something.
Yeah, well, why don't we quickly
I'll go over it again.
Yeah, just quickly remind
Right,
people.
so was it I think pretty much back end of year 10.
Yeah.
Playing football in the Astro.
Yeah.
Against the year 7s, as people like to point out. And basically, obviously, because I did loads of sports pretty much every day. Obviously, I played rugby, played football. So obviously, my legs and my body was just under so much.
And we was out every day anyway. It was ultimate frisbee.
Yeah, so I was just under so much pressure. Well, my legs were. And then obviously, on that day, they just give way, and my knee just kind of split apart from the rest of my leg.
Yeah.
So obviously the knee fractured, and came obviously up the leg a little bit.
Didn't your knee? Was it your knee or your muscle? I faintly remember. Did something come off a bone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously crumbled from that.
Yeah.
Got back up, walked to the other side of the AstroTurf, and then that's when I obviously fell to the floor from the fucking pain, the swelling, and all sorts.
Yeah.
But yeah, what had happened was it was just a fracture before I stood up, and then as I walked across the Astro, that's when I think it's the patella tendon actually ripped off of the shin bone itself.
Nice.
So then, that was the reason why I needed surgery.
Yeah.
Because obviously you needed to reattach it. So now I've got two screws in my knee.
Have you got any more in any other? Like, is it just that leg that you've got metal in?
No, I've got metal in my left foot as well.
Was that the time you kicked the
scaffolding?
Scaffolding, yeah.
Yeah.
Drunken night out. Was it Drunken night out? Yeah, I wasn't there, but I remember you doing your knee.
Yeah.
From my angle, because I remember you being. Was you like, from my memory?
Far side.
Yeah, you was at the far side of the pitch towards the goal.
Yeah.
And I was sort of, if you think of it in football terms, the way I remember it, you were sort of right wing and I was sort of left.
I was top right, you were bottom left.
Yeah, I just remember stood there and it looked like you just, you was an ass leg, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It looked like you stepped, but your leg had just...
Oh no, my right leg fucked up.
No, is it your right?
Yeah.
It looked like you just stepped and your foot had slipped. And I just thought you'd slipped, but you were down like a bit longer than usual.
Oh no, yeah, it killed me.
Yeah. So you got up and we could all see you were hobbling.
Yeah.
I remember running over to you, like, you alright? You're like, no.
Something's gone, something's
Really
happened.
no.
Yeah.
So we got you to the dugouts and that was when you collapsed, wasn't it? Was it just before?
It was just the goal. I literally got to the goal and I just had to obviously sit down.
And obviously
that's when the head of year came out, obviously, and then rang the paramedics. They came with the gas and air.
And the ambulance.
Came and took me away.
I tell you what though, I remember you rolling up your trouser leg and oh my god, your knee, it looked like you had two kneecaps, like your regular kneecap and then another kneecap below that knee. Your leg was fucked.
Yeah, because, well, my kneecap was halfway up my leg.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't normal. It was literally a double size of a normal leg.
Yeah, I've not seen out like that before.
Well, neither did the doctors, because doctors just thought it was just a normal break.
Yeah.
And then obviously got the x-rays back, they all looked at it, and then looked at me, and then looked at back at the x-ray, and then they all just started sprinting around and like, asking if I'm alright and stuff.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, is this... I could be mixing it with a different story. Is this when the doctor knew what you'd done because he had it happen to him?
Is
that right?
That was a younger nurse.
Was it a nurse?
It was a nurse, yeah, that saw me either just before surgery or just after surgery.
Yeah.
And we just obviously had a little chat about that and stuff.
Yeah. And the exact same thing had happened. Was it a male or a female?
It was a male.
Yeah, so the exact same thing happened to him as well.
Yeah.
But different circumstances, but the same injury.
Yeah, he's had to obviously get screws in it as well, which is quite weird because it's really rare what actually happened.
Oh yeah,
but to find two people in the same fucking place, it's like, well,
I know you can't write these things, can you?
No.
But I remember visiting you in hospital, and I got there and I'm just expecting you to just be in pain. You're like, Jay, look at all these films and games you play on the monitors and stuff. And you just sat with your mum and that. I think.
No, I was quite perked up, to be fair.
You were, and was that when I brought you your Kool-Aid and stuff?
Yeah.
I think that was actually that was the second to last or third to last time I visited the hospital. I don't like going to hospitals.
Neither do I, but I'm always there.
Yeah, you are, but yeah. So that's the sort of thing. I mean, touch wood, that sort of thing won't happen during the challenge, but we just can't risk injury at the end of the day.
Well, no.
And we can only do what we can do. It's like you're trying to avoid certain exercises at the moment. Like, are you avoiding, is it box jumps you're avoiding?
I'm avoiding high knees, box jumps.
Yeah.
And, well, that's it, yeah.
But you're not avoiding them, you are doing other things.
Oh, and burpees as well, because obviously... Yeah. But yeah, like, what is it? Last night, instead of high knees, I obviously sat on the floor, lifted my legs up and just did pretty much high knees on the floor.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a...
It was like a reverse mountain climber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then instead of burpees, I just did 10 more push-ups and 10 more squats.
Yeah.
So it was like...
Yeah.
But for box jumps, I don't really know what I can substitute it for.
Yeah, well, I'll be interested to see how I get on this afternoon, that's for sure. I mean, I think I'll be alright, because it's still early in the day. We don't usually do it till just before tea, because we go out, do the exercises, come home, get showered and have tea, don't we?
Yeah.
And then
seems like a good
way of doing it, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it this morning, but what I was saying to my dad and what I've been saying to my family members is from this challenge, I started hating running. I'm addicted to the shit now.
Yeah.
Oh, Brad, this morning I sat down for breakfast with your mum. I was like, I want to go for a run. Like now. I could go for a run right now.
Why didn't you?
Because it's just my ankle was killing.
Oh, right, okay.
And it was the worst thing I could have done. Like your mum said to me, it's best to let it heal for a few hours, rest it up.
Yeah.
Because it is better now than it was earlier. And then go out and do it. If I did it then, I would have just made myself worse.
Yeah. Well, I've got some supports obviously if you need them, so.
Yeah, it's just, I don't think they do too much for me in a sense. It's just that impact. But
yeah, it just keeps them in one place so it doesn't move around and hurt, do you know what I mean?
Well, I might give it a go tonight, see how it gets on, because I don't want it to irritate me, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm addicted. I'm addicted so much so I don't want to stop running. After this 30 days, I want to keep running.
You're on your own with that one,
I knew I would be.
I ain't running after these 30 days.
I knew I would be, but like I said to you the other night, it's like, although I'm running, I hope you would come cycling.
I'll happily go cycling.
Yeah, because one of the things I've also mentioned to you is I want to do, and this is going to sound stupid for people listening, is I want to do a marathon. Now, before I go into it, I'm not wanting to run 26 point whatever miles straight. I'm not wanting to do that.
Yeah.
So there's these things online called virtual marathons, and the one I'm looking at doing is the Inca Trial, which is, I believe it's a run that they do in Peru, I believe.
What, a marathon or just a run they do?
Well, it's like a run, but it's a marathon long.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so, but the thing is about this marathon is you can take anywhere between a day and up to 18 months to complete it. So you can do it in your own time. Yeah. So even if I did 5 minutes a day, you know, it just builds up and it all gets tracked through your fitness apps. Obviously, I've got a fitness tracker on that.
Yeah.
You can do it through Strava, through Under Armour, you can do it through loads of different apps. But it is one thing I'm looking to do. I think it cost me around 30 quid. That 30 quid gets my entry, gives me a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Free t-shirt, why not?
Well, yeah.
You get a medal from it once you complete it, but also some of that money gets donated to plant trees in Peru. So you're also doing a bit of a good thing along the side of it. But
right, okay.
We were working it out a few days ago.
Yeah.
And from what we've worked out from the runs that we've done so far, if I was to run every day like I am doing, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it may be, I could have it done in less than a month.
Well, of course you can, yeah. It'll be...
Easily. I nearly did. I think I was a couple of kilometres off, or 3 or 4 kilometres off doing... No. I was a few... I don't know what the measurement is.
About half a mile off 5k.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was about half a mile off 5k last night. And that was in 24 minutes. And if I was running at 8:33 per mile, it'd only take me an extra 4 minutes. So I could probably do a 5k in less than half an hour at this stage.
Well, that's a good time though.
Yeah. Very good time. And after only 16 days of running, I'm well for that. I was over the moon with the results last night. I'm just paying for it today.
I've just got my Strava up.
Yeah.
And well, these are obviously stats for my running this year.
Yeah.
And obviously since the second day, I've done 15.2 miles.
Yeah. I don't get a total distance, you see, on mine.
Yeah.
I don't believe.
And apparently that's took me 2 hours 28.
Yeah.
So it's like, well...
Oh, here we go.
You can easily do obviously fucking marathoning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different times.
So from the 8th of January, which is when I got my fitness tracker, up until today, which is the 17th, including all of my steps and walking at work. Because when I'm not at work and I'm not exercising, I'm not doing anything anyway.
Yeah.
My total monthly distance so far is 26.4 miles.
Oh, there we go then, you've done it.
Effectively, yes. But that also includes any walks I've done if I've been at work and I'm walking backwards and forwards. That takes all that into... That isn't just purely running, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, that's just... the distance you've travelled all year.
But it says my average distance per day is 3.31 miles.
Oh, right, okay.
Which is, I believe, 5k. Or around 5k.
I mean, I can quickly search it.
I'm burning on average 375 calories a day. Kilocalories, whatever you call them.
5 kilometres in miles is 3.1 miles.
3.1 miles?
Yeah, 3.107.
And I did 2.86 last night.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I was closer than I thought I was.
That was in 24, so you can easily do it under, sub 30.
Yeah.
If you keep that pace, but...
Well, we could both do that. I know you couldn't at this stage, but if you had a fully healed leg, you could.
Maybe not at that time, but I could definitely do it.
If you had a fully healed leg right now, you could do it.
Yeah. Maybe not sub 30, but obviously I can definitely
No, you could do it in 30.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It wouldn't... very most, you'd be 35 at the most.
I mean, we can try it out when we do a half-hour run. So, I mean, that's a good...
Yeah.
It's a good point to reach for.
If you're able to run at that stage.
Well, we've got... What is it? 5-6 days?
You've got to recover in that time. If you don't recover in that time, though, and you feel exactly the same as you do, you might even need a trip to the doctor.
Yeah, well, I was gonna bring them tomorrow, to be fair.
So...
It's been like 6 days already.
Yeah. So, let's get to the end of this next 3-4 days. Or even the next couple of days. And if it hasn't got any better, you're going to have to ring the doctor.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll be right, I don't know.
I know, you say it. But, yeah. It's just a precaution you have to take.
Can never be too safe when it comes to injuries.
No, you can't. So that's what we've been up to really the last month. Between that and the odd decorating job.
Yeah.
We've been working towards one. Obviously, last week we talked about some of the aspirations we want to work towards this year.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was guests. That's not looking likely anytime soon.
No, well, not until the second half of the year.
No. But one of the aspirations you said was you wanted us to be more productive in the sense of putting content out.
Yeah, just more regular and more, what's the word, consistent.
Consistent, yeah. So obviously we had, my fault again, we had delays with the last 2 podcasts. I've had my laptop since.
Yeah.
I re-edited and re-uploaded and re-edited, re-rendered and then uploaded them in 2 days.
I was going to say, like, you absolutely smash them both as soon as you get your new laptop.
It does not take me long. So we're already working towards that goal.
Yeah, so we can kind of now set some days for recording and obviously the upload date and stuff.
Yeah.
So we can start having set dates.
Yeah, I mean we'll talk about that sort of off podcast.
Yeah, off camera.
We don't that's just one of the things that we'll work out.
BTS.
But yeah, so it's not been too bad today. I'll be honest, I was a bit sort of nervous in a sense for this podcast without Joe being here.
Yeah, I mean obviously we did it without Joe to start with, didn't we?
Well, yeah, but Joe was there.
Well, yeah,
Joe was in the background.
Yeah, but obviously then we brought Joe on for after that, and then obviously it just
flowed better, didn't it?
Yeah, but obviously I feel like just because we were really new at it and we did. Yeah. But obviously the more Joe's been in, the more we've done it. We've kind of got a bit more confident. We kind of really know what we're saying, what we are saying.
Yeah. I miss Joe.
It's weird without him, isn't it?
It is weird without Joe, and I'm sat in his seat. Like usually me and you sit next to each other, and this is probably the first time I've ever sat opposite each other.
Yeah, it's the first time you've actually been in front of computer and actually monitoring. That's the word. Yeah, monitoring it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's you know, it's going to be a short podcast this week. We just thought we'd let people know what we're up to and sort of what we have planned. I think, depending on what happens over the next few days, we'll do a podcast maybe next week. If not, we'll be doing one the week after, because we have to find content to talk about, things we find interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's always stuff going on
in the world.
The world, YouTube world, fucking Facebook drama. Do you know what I mean? The TikTok, fucking all sorts. Because we can always just plug in laptop microphone and just talk for 10 minutes about
whatever.
Well, the news, fucking. Do you know what I mean? Just
Obviously, we've got some sort of boxing UFC fights coming up soon. We've got the McGregor fight. We've got the Logan fight. That's all happening in about a month's time, so we can sort of do some build up towards that. I also want to maybe try experimenting with a few other things in the meantime, see what we can come up with.
Yeah.
Keep that under wraps for now. And yeah, that's really it, really. Can you think of anything else you want to say, Brad?
I don't think so.
I can.
Yeah?
I can. Yeah. Don't forget, guys, you can save yourself 15% off at Swift Lifestyles at swiftlifestyles.com using code what, Brad?
Having it out, all capitals.
Yeah, so as always, guys, thank you very much for listening in. We'll be back next time with another podcast. You might even see some more content, but as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and you might even see some more videos in the meantime. You might see some little workout videos, you might see some other bits and bobs.
Yeah, just keep posted. Keep posted?
Yeah, keep posted.
Just keep following our socials and you'll see what we're up to and see everything else.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been a good week, Brad.
Yeah, it's been good.
It's been a very good week.
It's been alright, yeah.
Let's see how the rest of this fitness challenge goes. We'll keep you all updated on what we're up to throughout the next week, throughout the next few days, and so on and so forth. But as always, guys, thank you for listening.
Stay safe.
Jae and Brad at Having It Out. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. Look after your families.
Follow the rules so we can get out of this fucking lockdown.
Yeah,
please.
Follow the rules, please, because I'm getting bored of sat at home now. I want to go to the pub. I want to go drinking in the pub.
No, I just want to just do mini golf or something. Do you know what I mean? Just something to do.
Who knows? We might get surprised over the next few months.
Hopefully.
I doubt it. But yeah, thank you again, guys.
Thank you very much.
See you next time.
See you later.
Bye bye.